Okay, welcome to the 344 show where I actually do have an overlay, believe it or not, because as Chris Hennessy and I were just laughing, you forget to push some of these buttons, right, man? I mean, you think you got it all nailed down, and then you're like, oh, dang, I forgot to do that. All right.
I
Well,
know it, right?
we're doing the best we can out here, right? We're
Yeah,
trying to,
man.
our heart's in the right place, I'd like to think. So,
Yeah.
we're gonna make this show, and I'm bringing it up on my on my own LinkedIn profile, and of course I got to turn off the volume because it
Yeah.
likes to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Okay, so I want to say too that the next show tomorrow, I'm actually going to rename this thing, and
Okay.
yeah, there's a slight hint to it, and it's going to be called, instead of the 344 show, it's going to be called 344 live, and
Okay.
same concept, but what I figured out, now here's my secret tip of the day, right? I was
Okay.
watching the notifications come in, and when you put your notification, you schedule your event, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it wants a horizontal format, okay?
Right.
And so you put that in there, but then when it does the notification for the upcoming show, it takes the middle, takes a square out of the middle, okay? And yeah, here I'll show screen, and then we're gonna get to what you got. All right, but this is fun
Okay.
because
Yeah. Show me. Yeah. Show me.
we're just a couple of jokers here, right? I'm gonna show you here. So I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna double share here. We're gonna get that infinite screen. We're gonna notifications. Gonna roll down here. Yeah, come on, baby. There, see that right there? You can barely probably see it, but
Yeah. I see it.
see how that square
Uh-huh.
is the middle of the horizontal layout,
Okay.
right? And so I thought, can I put in that middle part that's going to look good, yet still be a horizontal? I could read it as that notifications comes through instead of just a blob. So it's got to be short and sweet. So with that, I am changing the name of the show to 344 Live. I'm sticking with it. And there you go.
Right
So
on.
with that,
Love it.
that's how change gets made. Just keep watching, right? Keep watching and
Yeah.
observing and making changes. But this isn't about me. This is about you, man. So you are a video live streaming enthusiast. You have been doing this
Yep.
much longer than me, and you have customers, and you have a product, and you have a set of services that you offer, and a bunch of
I
shows
do.
that you have made.
Yep.
So talk to me about that. Who have you engaged with, and who do you really seek out, and what's kind of what's your deal, man?
So yeah, I really, really like working with like entrepreneurs, people who are either just getting into business or maybe they've been in business for a little while, but they're like a one man or a one woman show. Maybe they have a VA or something like that. But I really enjoy working with those kind of people
Yeah.
for a couple of reasons. One, I do this as a side gig. So it's not my full-time job yet. It will be one of these days. And those type of people and those type of clients don't need a lot of high production kind of stuff, right?
Right.
So it's easier on my time to do that. Plus, I really, really like working, like especially with coaches and consultants and stuff like that. Because I get a lot of free advice out of them whenever we're working together, you know. But they're just fun to work with. I don't know why
I
it is. They're just fun to
know.
work with.
I got to tell you, I've had a few guests on this show, and every single one of the coaches and consultant types that I've had on, which is pretty much all of them, are awesome, right? Like
Yeah, they
they're the
are.
best.
Hey,
Like they're just
Nathan.
people you want to
Yeah,
hang out with,
yeah,
and Leslie Greenwood, Brian Smart, I mean, and Tanya Bugbee, and
yeah, Tanya.
Kristen Spencer, and Wendy Wiseman. I mean, my list is
Yeah,
starting to get there. So yeah.
yeah,
And they're easy to find, right? Because they're all hanging out, right? They're not
yeah,
hiding.
exactly. Yeah,
And they
exactly.
want to do better. All right.
Yeah.
So we got that nailed down. So how did you get into this? Like when was that moment, the aha moment of like, I got it. I think I can do something here.
Man, it came from I'd been streaming for I don't know 6 months or so, and I knew I wanted to do some. I have a great day job. The people here are great, but it just wasn't cutting it for me. Just kind of getting burnt out. So I was like, what can I do to like, how can I, the thought of going into business for myself always scared me. I didn't want to do it. There was nothing in this world that could have made me do it. But I think it was because I didn't have anything that I just wanted to do. Right. I thought, how can I, what do I love to do? I love live streaming. I love being on LinkedIn. How can I monetize this? How can I make money doing? How can I make money doing it? I produce. So I got into producing. I said, you know what? I'm going to start producing live streams. And that kind of led into me finding people that maybe they didn't have it in their budget to live stream, but they wanted to do it and they wanted to do it well. And they didn't want to waste a bunch of time, going to the hard knock school, trial and error. So I started bringing training into my offer, and I do boot camps. I do one-on-one training. And I'm actually fixing to launch another boot camp on March the 14th. I'm finishing one up tomorrow. I'm going to launch another one on March 14th, and I just revamped it. So this one I just did was the very first one.
Okay.
It was 6 weeks. I've cut it back to 4 weeks and did just some basic stuff. And then I'm going to do, I think, an advanced one that has a little bit more, like some video editing in it, how to show up on camera, a little bit more advanced stuff. Because I think some of my clients were a little overwhelmed with getting hit with all of it in a really short amount of time. You know what I mean? I tried to cram too much into 6 weeks.
Okay. All right. So you're really getting it dialed in. All right. So this will be your second boot camp that's starting up now. How many people do you take?
10. I'll take up to 10.
Okay. Yep. And pricing's already set and all that. Now are you full or are you?
Yeah, okay. No, nobody's actually signed up for it. And I hadn't pushed it but once or twice. I need to start promoting it a little harder.
All right, well, here we are, buddy.
Yeah, it's $500. It'll be 4 weeks long. We'll go over strategies for success, how to set up Restream, which is this streaming software we're in right now, how to run it, how to do some basic, because I'm not a graphic designer, but some basic graphic stuff in Canva, like to create a thumbnail and, overlays and stuff like that. How to invite people, how to promote the event, how to run it, how to do the comments, just to set you up so you know what to expect. And then I actually do something kind of cool. I go live and share the Restream dashboard screen with my clients so they can see in real time what it's like to actually run the show. Doing comments. I'll bring videos in and presentations in and do the whole thing. I do this at the very end after we've already gone through everything. That way they can actually see everything I've been teaching them for the past few weeks. They see it all in action. With comments flying in. You know what I'm saying? That kind of tends to throw a lot of people off when the comments start rolling in.
Like Dean, right?
Right.
What am I supposed to do with this comment, Dean? I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
What? How do you deal with that? All right, so let's talk a little bit of tech for a minute. All right, because
let's do it.
You've got some lighting going on. I can see that, right? Your lighting right now. You have made significant investments. I know about this because what you see right here with my background is not by mistake. All right, I did not happen into what you see behind me.
Right,
and this was just, I didn't just show up one day and there it is, right? No, this.
Oh, look, some green flames. I think this will be my logo.
So all right. So look at what you got going back there. And I don't know what that is in the corner. What is that you got back behind you?
That's a duck.
That's a duck. Okay.
That's a duck I killed. Yep.
Okay. So you got your duck back there and you got the skull, you got the turquoise skull. See, and I think it's all part of this brand stuff. And then you got glasses on, and I see zero reflection in your glasses.
Yep,
which is awesome and hard to do. And you have to do it.
You have to do it. And it's such. And I'll let this be my tip at the end. But it's so easy not to have that glare in your glasses.
Yeah,
like a lot of people think it's really tough. I don't know what to do. It's so easy. So we'll cover that in a minute. I'll give it to you in a minute.
Okay, perfect. All right, because I mean, if I go too far, you can get it, but I'm pretty good as long as I stay focused on you, man.
Right.
I got it down to a minimum, right? So all right. So you help so this boot camp, you're going to talk about how you get the lighting dialed in and how that all works and how you can manage that stuff. Perfect. Okay, that's fantastic. All right, so. It's 4-week boot camp starts March 15th. I assume that's once a week, or is it Like
Once
3
a
times a
week
week?
for 4 weeks. Yep.
Okay.
No, it'll be once a week for 4 weeks. Yep.
An hour, 2 hours?
An hour. Yep.
Okay.
1 hour.
Okay. Live, and you show
You
up.
know,
So
it makes some are going to go an hour and 15, you know, depending on how the night's going, but it's set for an hour.
Nice. Okay, great. Well, that's just that. I mean, that sounds like a pretty sweet deal. So just getting people to sign up and sign in, and we're in business. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now there's other guys out here hustling this kind of stuff, right? This kind of content.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can see that you take it seriously. You put out a good product, but how do you differentiate maybe your course, your boot camp from, I don't know, somebody else?
That is a great question. A lot of people are marketing mainly to like B2B, going for a little bit higher ticket clients.
Okay.
Because that's where the money is. I mean, honestly, I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's where the money is on that. But I saw a need for people who were solopreneurs and entrepreneurs like me that are bootstrapping their business, and I've been catering directly to them and setting my price point on the one-on-one training and the boot camps really, really low.
Okay.
It's $500. You know, just to put it in perspective, that's 4 to 5 hours of my time. I usually charge $300 for a 1 hour consultation.
Gotcha.
So to kind of put that into perspective, how much value you're getting for the money. Because I really have, you know, I'm living that entrepreneur life. So that's kind of, my heart goes out to people that are bootstrapping their business like I am.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
You know?
All right. So you are in the weeds with them. So that is a differentiator.
Yes,
You're saying I'm
there with you.
I got all the empathy in the world because we're together. I get the pain. Oh yes, I get it. I gotta go out and I gotta promote the stuff and I gotta get people to sign up, and I get that, right? And I'm willing to show up on rinky dink 2-bit 344 shows to
man,
make it happen.
No such thing as rinky dink, man.
Wow. Well, you know, we're just making it. We're just getting out there and getting after it. That's it. All right. All right. So I take the boot camp. 4 weeks later, who am I? What have I got? What is the outcome that I have? Am I live streaming? Do I have a show? Am I ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are absolutely 100% ready. You will know how to create the event and how to promote it, how to do everything in Restream you will ever need to do. You'll know some equipment basics, how to set up your lighting, you know, how to set up your mic and your camera and all that kind of stuff, how to handle the comments, what to do if Restream glitches out and the link breaks and your event's not working. How to bring in presentations and videos actually into the stream so you can show it. You know, I even, you know, show you like how your guest is going to pair their channels with Restream so you can walk them through it. I have somebody come in, I send them a link, show them on camera, everything. So when you get done, you will be ready to go live.
Perfect.
And you have full access to me after that's over. So if you have any questions about anything, you need a quick 10-minute call for a refresher for me to show you something, you get that, and I don't charge you anything extra for it.
Yeah, that's so great. You know, I mean, I got 30 episodes of content under my belt, and I have learned a lot of lessons.
You will learn a lot in 30 episodes.
I've learned a lot of painful lessons, you know, and for somebody who's got their business, right. And I'm just a guy who's, you know, making shows because I think it's fun. That's
why I do mine.
Well, you know, I think we can relate at that level. And it's invigorating to do it. So maybe, you know, between you and me, our approach is a little bit different. But if I'm a consultant, if I'm a coach, if I've got a little mini SaaS product, or I'm, you know, trying to get my own entrepreneurial action going, I need to be ready. I don't have 30 episodes to screw around and waste my time. Right. I got to make it happen. All right.
Right.
So we're on the same page here, buddy. All right. So
for sure.
I warned you. I need 1 minute of tips. A 1 minute tip, and I think you got the idea of what you want to hit. So let's. Are you ready to make that happen?
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
All right, to keep the glare out, I'm going to take my hat off. To keep the glare out of your glasses, and it also provides or puts a little bit of depth on your face. I've got a 2-light setup. If you only have one light, like a ring light or just one light panel, so move your light off to the side 45 degrees, raise it up above your head, and then tilt it down at 45 degrees. That's all you got to do. If you have two lights, it's okay to have one in front of you and one to the side like I have. But if you've just got one light, well, one light or two lights, up and then down 45. What that does is it creates just a little bit of shadowing on your face so you have some depth there, but also it keeps the glare out. Look, if I look up at my light, you see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I look down straight ahead, that light is not glaring.
No,
not anywhere.
Uh-uh.
Not this light, not this light. But if I look up or if I look, you can see it. That will get the glare out of your glasses that quick, just to raise it up and point it down.
Well, that is a tip we're going to take to the bank, my friend. I really appreciate that. Thank you for sharing it with this motley crew of audience members here. I want to say thank you to Travis and to John and to Nathan and Dean for showing up today. And Amber, she was here early. Man, I just want to say, like, you guys are awesome for hanging out and supporting creators who are creating, doing it all. And with that, we are going to call it a day because I said this would be 16 minutes and we're there. All right, guys, have a great one.
All right, man. Thanks, Trevor.